Hi and welcome to Winners Corner. Axevalla Racetrack is where we're going for this Sunday's Grand Slam 75 round. And it's a fine race day with a couple of really fine races, the finest one being the Golden Filly. 300,000 Swedish crowns to the 3-year-old filly that wins that race. And Axevalla Racetrack, it has the longest home straight, Harry, in Sweden, 227 meters. What do we have to keep in mind as bettors here?
We have to watch out for those horses that usually have a strong finish, and as I say, usually the horses that are lying second, third pair on the outside that haven't expended too much energy at the start of the race, they've got ample time to get to the line in time. So it's a long straight, and if your horse is tired, you're not going to make it.
We start this day by taking on race 6. It equals the second leg in the Grand Slam 75 round. It's a race for amateur trained horses, Harry. And the favorite seems to become number 1, Call Me a Winner. But we're going to talk about another horse.
Yeah, I'm going to call the winner as Libellus with Thomas Dahlback, local trainer. Came back from Canada and the USA a couple of years back. Great things we expected of him. He started very well in his new career back in Sweden and hasn't gone so well. It's had a bit of a hiccup. But just recently, in the last 3-4 months, Thomas Dahlback is starting to come forward again. It's his home track, and I've watched very carefully Libellus. He's got a fantastic finish. He's also very, very strong, and I think Thomas Dahlback has got an outstanding chance to win for us and really start to make that Grand Slam 75 interesting.
So a great win bet there to start off the day in race 6 with number 11, Libellus. We move on to race 8. It's a long distance race over 2,640 meters. And what do you want to do here?
Well, yeah, I know you're going to laugh at me. That much I do know. But you always say I'm favourite Harry. Come on, you've got to give me a star this time. To a Mongolia boy, Frederick V. Larsson. He's impressed me a great deal. Have a look at this as he fights all the way to the line in Solvalla. And he wins a great race. And as I say, for me, Mongolia boy is a really good value for money. And I say, why not bank him? And we've got so many more opportunities to take other horses in the other races. And let's try really and get a cracking payout for the Grand Slam 75.
We get back to that one later, but for now we move on to race 9. It goes off of a full distance. What is your recommendation to us here?
Yeah, a horse that I've been watching fairly closely. It's called Alone. It's trained by Arsi Pacquiao, and he's a phenomenal a fantastic horse, the ex-Stefan Hultman stable, and I'm looking for a really good run. He ran well behind horses last time out and will be in the first 3.
So an interesting show bet there in race 9 on the outsider number 10, Alone. Now on to the daily double, and in DD1 we have a couple of horses that attracts more attention than the rest. That is number 9 Gizmo Develov and number 2 Masterglide. And you take a stand here in this race.
I do. I don't know if all of you saw that win for Gizmo Develova in her last race, but what a fantastic performance. I was so impressed. And when I saw the race card for Axevalla on Sunday, the first thing I saw, number 9 Gizmo Develova, I thought, Axevalla, 227 meters straight. Let's watch it take off. This is a good chance and a good winner at good odds. So, yes, I'm very confident today. I hope you noticed that. And I'm going to get you guys 7 right.
DD2 is a fine race for 3-year-old mares. That's the race we talked about earlier, the Golden Filly. 300,000 Swedish crowns to the winner. And most people think that it will be number 3, Felicity Shagwell, or number 12, A Sweet Dance. Both of these horses has a row of wins behind them. What do you say about
really, really strong field of fillies in this Golden Fillies Championship for 3-year-olds. And 3, Felicity Shagwell, as you said, very, very confident that is going to have a really, really good run. I throw in also number 12, A Sweet Dance, which I'll talk a little bit about the double, as it's quite an historic comeback for somebody we love. Anyway, there we have it. I say 12, A Sweet Dance from 3, Felicity Shagwell, and everybody else is going to say Aya Baya.
We say, though, that, like we said, 3 horses 3 and 12, not horse number 2, as it's said on the system. 2 combinations there for the daily double. Now the time has come to analyze the Grand Slam 75 round, and let's check out Harry's system. we can see this, and I will say, wow, because this is very unusual for you, Harry, to bank two real outsiders. But let's take first things first. We start in the first leg, a long-distance race that you do seem to think is tricky. 10 horses and you mark 6.
Very tricky, and I think if I could take more, I would. But we've got to keep an idea of costs. But I think that I've taken the ones that have got most chance here. The one that I want to warn for in that first leg, don't leave out, is about 4-5%, and that's number 4, Current Affair. This is a phenomenally good horse. Has been right up there at the top of the best of his year. And Current Affair, just for goodness sake, don't leave it out. Favourite is Run Chicka Chicka Run and Catch My Love. But as I say, I think I've taken a good spread there, and I hope we're alive after the first leg. No, not hope, we are.
We are alive after the first leg, and then I sure hope that we do survive the second leg as well. Because here you do bank then, number 11, Libellus. How nervous are you about this banker?
Actually not nervous at all. I've watched very closely and followed this horse on 2-3 occasions, and he's on his home track. As I've said, Thomas Dahlberg is coming into the form we expected a long time back, and he's really, as I say, going with his sails in the wind. And I really think Libellus is very underrated, and I don't honestly care. I said the horse doesn't know what the odds are, as I've said earlier. Libellus is a good chance and a very good bet if you're interested.
The third leg, there we'll see what seems to become the biggest favorite of the day in number 1, MT Molto Bene. But you don't trust him to bank him.
No, I think he's a little bit too big a favourite. He's definitely in with a chance. I think there are a couple of horses there that certainly must be included. Dinko's a lucky key lab with the Stefan Söderqvist way down in the percentage rankings from a really good stable. And Stefan Söderqvist is one of my favourite catch drivers. The straight. 227 meters. You must think about that. This horse can fly at the finish. So that suits him. And as I say, we've got a few others. Friscati Boko, also a rank outsider. Kevin Oscarsson up. I've taken a couple here, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be alive after the third leg.
Yeah. And then in the fourth leg, number 2, Magnolia Boy, the other outsider banker of today. Any more? Have you said everything about him?
I think I've said everything about him. And I think I've said everything about him. As I say, Fredrik V. Larsen, I hope, can take the lead and stay there all the way. And I've taken a bit of a chance, but if you're going to win big money, you have to take a chance.
We sure do. In the fifth leg, you talked about earlier your show suggestion, number 10, Alone, and here you let another 4 horses join him on your system.
Yes, the one that Alone I follow too, and Pasi Aikio's number 10 I've already spoken about. Watch this one. She's got a very fast finish, but if there's one that can be dangerous, it's number 2, and that's Miss Sober. But otherwise, I've taken a fair spread there, and again, as I say, looking to stay in to the final legs of the double.
And then in the sixth leg, you add on horse number 2, Masterglide, to the earlier banker number 9, Gizmo Develop. We can see here, I see that number 5 is included in the system, but that horse is scratched. And in the last leg, you have 2 horses, the same horses you used for your daily double. And all this together with horse number 5 scratched in the sixth leg, we have 480 combinations. Harry, thank you so much for your effort today, because you've really studied hard for this round. We hope that we'll get rewarded for that, and that you get rewarded for that. Of course, you find additional information at our website, swedishhorseracing.com. And with that, we wish you the best of luck with your bets to Axevalla Racetrack this Sunday. Bye-bye.